right, so this trailer was just revealed during the Game Awards for Hades 2, and I haven't seen it, and I'm very excited. We can watch it.
Good. Not good enough. We can but learn. And the greatest teacher is out there. Now go. Death to Kronos. Death to Kronos.
This is an opportunity for you to make a better future for us all. Least I can do is light your way down.
About ready to give in? No. I was born for this.
You trifle with powers far beyond your comprehension, witch.
Okay if I call you witch like that?
Vengeance for your family awaits you.
He is no mere titan. He is time itself, and time cannot be stopped.
Wait for me, Father. I'll be this.
Interesting. I thought you guys said that this wasn't Greek. I'm pretty sure it is because Kronos would be the father of the gods. Yeah, I think it's a prequel too. I'm assuming it takes place before Hades. Mentions Apollo and Kronos, which are Greek, but I don't know the rest. Nemesis, I'm pretty sure is too. It is? Okay, I was gonna say, like, some people were saying that it wasn't yesterday, but Kronos is the father of Zeus and Hades and Poseidon and all of them. It's a direct sequel? How is it a sequel if it's talking about Kronos? Because wouldn't Kronos be dead? It's supposed to be Zagreus' sister? I mean, I guess that would explain the eyes. It's cool to see Apollo and, you know, some of the other characters that we didn't see in the original Hades. I read that Supergiant doesn't do sequels to their games, so Hades 2 was a really big surprise. That is awesome. Hades talks about how they killed him. Yeah, that's why I'm confused by that, because Kronos, like, swallowed all his kids. Like, he just ate them. And then his wife, Rhea, I believe her name is, she gave him, like, a boulder, and then he thought that was Zeus, and then it wasn't. It was a boulder. And then Zeus killed him, I'm pretty sure. I think that's the lore. It's been a while, but Hades 2 sees Zagreus' sister, Melinoë. I have no idea how to say that. Descending into the Underworld to beat up their dear old grandpappy Kronos, the Titan of Time. Somewhere along the way, she'll likely be charged with freeing Hades. Okay. Yeah, it did look like Hades was, like, chained up. They all turned on him. Yeah, Kronos. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think he, like, he got Kronos to throw them all up. I think that's what Zeus did, and then they all fought him and the other Titans. I think that's what happened. This is really cool, though. I'm really excited. The gameplay looked good. It looks like she has different weapons, too, which is nice. She's got, like, a staff there, but she had something else. Yeah, she's got these, like, I don't know what these are called, but it's like a dual weapon. They must look like mini scythes. And she does have, like, a skelly arm or something, so I'm curious about that. Nemesis kind of looks a little bit like Nyx. Nyx might be Nemesis' mother. That's what I was wondering. The question is, how does Zagreus have a sister? Unless, like, do they have the same mom? This is based on Greek myths. They most likely have half-siblings. Could be. But Hades doesn't seem like he would have really gone for anybody else. Unless this is, like, after, and Hades and Persephone had another kid who's, like, way younger than Zagreus. I mean, they did say it was, like, a vengeance quest, which would explain, you know, because Hades is, like, tied up here. She's trying to free him. So I wonder if we'll also have to, like, save Zagreus too, maybe? Could be. The FAQ has a lot of lore. What is Hades 2? A roguelike dungeon crawler in which you'll battle beyond the underworld of Greek myth using dark sorcery to take on the sinister Titan of Time. So that's Kronos. Our studio's first ever sequel builds on the best aspects of the award-winning original in an all-new action-packed, endlessly replayable experience rooted in the underworld of Greek myth and its deep connections to the dawn of witchcraft. As the immortal princess of the underworld, you'll explore a bigger, deeper mythic world, vanquishing the forces of the Titan of Time with the full might of Olympus behind you, in a sweeping story that continually unfolds through your every setback and accomplishment. New locations, challenges, upgrade systems, and surprises await as you delve into the ever-shifting underworld again and again. Release date to be determined. Hades 2 will be available in early access leading up to the full version 1 launch. Early access sometime 2023. Eventually be available for both PC and console. Hades 2 is a direct sequel set in and around the underworld of Greek myth after the events of the original game. So it's a sequel. The original game already happened. So she cannot I'm assuming she wasn't born before Zagreus then, but I guess it's possible. They could go that route. Maybe she just wasn't in the underworld at that time. But she seemed young to me. Like, her voice sounded young, so I'm thinking she's probably going to be younger than Zagreus. That's my guess. Kronos, the Titan of Time, and the wicked father of Hades and his brothers, has escaped his imprisonment in the depths of the underworld to wage war on Olympus. Can time itself be stopped? I don't need to know anything about the original game to enjoy Hades 2, but if you do know the in and outs of the original game or the classic mythology that inspired it, you'll find plenty of connections as well as plenty of new challenges you'll have to learn to overcome. So you play as Melinoë? I don't know how to say that. The princess of the underworld, an immortal witch and sorceress with powerful magical abilities, deadly skill with a variety of shadowy weapons, and a score to settle. Like her brother Zagreus from the original game, Melinoë is not a character of our own invention, and is based on an ancient underworld deity thought to be related to Hades. What little ancient mythology exists about her was more than enough to make us want to explore her story and connection to her family, and in doing so expand on our vision of the underworld. So yeah, she is Zagreus' sister. So it's unclear if that's half-sister or full sister. But I'm assuming she's Hades' daughter, at least, and not just Persephone's, if they're going to do a half-sibling thing. Connection between witchcraft and Greek myth. Witchcraft is integral to numerous Greek myths, including some of the most famous, as well as many that inspired the original Hades. And of course, this sequel. Central to this ancient and oft-feared and misunderstood practice is Hecate, the secretive goddess of witchcraft and the crossroads. She plays a significant role in classic mythology surrounding Hades and the underworld, has been an influential and deeply compelling figure in witchcraft, myth, and folklore in a variety of cultures for thousands of years, and much so that we felt we needed a whole game to try and do her justice. Nice. Because I think people wanted to see Hecate in the original. As with the original, our aim is to be faithful to the spirit of the classical sources that inspired us, from Homer to Hesiod. Don't know if I'm saying that right. This extends to our portrayal of witchcraft in this game, given its strong ties to many of the myths and characters at the heart of both Hades and Hades 2. Mythological tales of ancient gods and heroes live on by being told and retold, adapted, and filtered through new points of view across time. We'll be excited to share ours once again. So, yep, Supergiant is once again behind Hades 2, small independent game studio based in San Francisco. Now have more than 20 people on our team, a few more than on the original Hades. That is a small team, including all 7 of the original members of the team that created our first game, Bastion, and worked together on all games ever since. That's really cool. We work on one main new game project at a time, and Hades 2 is that project for the foreseeable future. You've never made a sequel before, why now? The original Hades is our most beloved game and one that we loved building together as a team, especially since it drew so much inspiration from classical Greek mythology. We always imagined the possibility of new stories in its world, but that in and of itself wasn't enough for us. With each of our projects over the years, we aimed to take on a new challenge that stretched our team's creativity and taught us more about how to make games well together. One such challenge we've long considered was to try and make a sequel that could somehow recapture the sense of wonder and delight of its predecessor. Some of our all-time favorite games achieved this. The question is, can we? Hades 2, with its new perspective of a shadowy and alluring aspect of Greek myth, is our opportunity to find out. We get to keep building on foundational ideas that have captivated us in Supergiant's early days while expanding the world of Hades in a variety of ways we find very exciting, and I hope you will too. Started working on Hades 2 in earnest at the start of 2021. That's awesome. Is that when we started playing Hades, chat? Because I'm not saying that we're getting a sequel because I played Hades, but I am saying that a lot of times when I play games, we get sequels and or remakes. So I'm just putting it out there. Single player game, so it's not a multiplayer, which I am fine with. I don't think it needs to be a multiplayer game. We collaborated with Studio Grackle on our animated reveal trailer for Hades 2. That was really nice. I liked that animation style. The colors, everything looked really great. Will you work with NoClip again on a video documentary about Hades 2 development? We loved working with NoClip on their Developing Hell video documentary series about the making of the original Hades, filmed throughout the course of its development. We've been in talks with NoClip about our current plans, though it's too early to say whether we'll end up doing something like last time. So that's pretty much it. That is Hades 2. It looks great. I mean, I really can't have asked for anything more. I'm just glad we're getting more content because I love Hades so much. It's awesome that we get a new protagonist, but like there's still a connection there to the first one. I mean, it looks good. Like, I really have zero criticisms so far. I know we didn't see a lot, but it looks good and I'm excited to play it. I'm excited we're getting it. So, you know, that's how I feel about that.